What's up, everyone? I'm Jack Fossett, and today we're checking out the 60s era Telecaster pickups from Gunstreet. Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Welcome to this demo and review of this 60s style Telecaster pickup set. This is from Gunstreet. They've become one of my favorite pickup companies. I've really loved having their stuff in my guitars. This is a sponsored review. They sent me these pickups for the video, and I really like not only this set, I like the fact that they make this set. I've talked about this in other videos. I think the 60s Telecaster sound is an unsung sound, right? I think when a lot of us think about Telecaster tone, we immediately jump to the 50s. A lot of people think right away of the Blackguard Telecasters. And, certainly there's some merit there, right? They're some of the best sounding guitars ever. But the 60s Telecasters were actually responsible for a lot of classic tones. Many Telecaster stars came out playing them in the 1960s, and certainly a lot of the rosewood board Telecasters were popular among blues players and rock players, and those pickups had a little bit of a different tone. Now, notably, and there were inconsistencies, so you can't always say this exactly, but notably one of the things was they sounded a little bit more scooped, and the bridge pickup in particular sounded a bit more, I like to think of it as saggy, right? It didn't quite have the same brash jump off of the strings like the 50s Telecaster pickups. Now, remember that the early Telecaster pickups, the 1950s ones, were basically lap steel pickups. I mean, that was Leo Fender made lap steels beforehand. I go on a whole thing about this in my video Tele 101, which actually heavily features this guitar and these pickups, so you can check that out at the link. But the original Telecaster was basically a modified lap steel, if we're going to overly simplify it. And the pickups were no different, particularly that bridge pickup was, that's what Leo knew how to make, and that's basically what he did. So those early Telecasters had that big, powerful, but also deep tone. When you got to the 1960s, it was a bit more balanced. That bridge pickup didn't quite have that same amount of really just like in-your-face power. And I think Gunstreet captured this really well with this particular pickup set. They actually mentioned that one of the things that they do is to use a slightly underwound bridge pickup to complement the punchy neck sound. What it actually does is it almost gives it a little bit more of a Stratocaster vibe, the bridge pickup in particular. It gives it, I've always thought of the dynamics of the Strat and the Tele set as reversed. Like with a typical Telecaster, you've got the big, punchy, in-your-face bridge tone, but then the neck tone has a little bit more of a softness to it, a little bit more of this airy kind of squish to it. Then with a Stratocaster, the neck pickup has that big, powerful, biting tone, and the bridge pickup has a little bit more sag and squish to it. So it's almost like they're flip-flopped in a way. Well, this Telecaster set, if you're like a Stratocaster fan or you just want a Tele bridge pickup that still has some oomph to it, but doesn't quite have the big, powerful Telecaster sound, this is a really cool set to check out. Now, today I'm plugging into a Fender Twin Reverb that's loaded with Celestion Neo Creamback speakers, and you've just heard it in a jam. What I want to do now is give you a full run through of the pickup settings, both clean and overdriven. So without further ado, let's get back into it and let's have a listen to these on their clean setting. All right, so that's clean. And you can hear, again, it's, there's still that nice kind of chime to it. There's still that really nice bite to the bridge pickup, but it's just not quite as in your face as the 50s style might be. It doesn't quite have that same kind of oomph. Now let's listen to it overdriven and see what we get. I want to say a huge thank you again to Gunstreet. I just love working with them. These pickups were loaded in a 2004 American Standard Telecaster, and the wiring was upgraded as well. Gunstreet offers all kinds of awesome pickups. They also offer their own wiring sets and things, and I've loved working with them. I think they make really good pickups. They make some unique, again, era pickups that I don't see all kinds of companies doing, which I think is really special. Again, like the 60s Telecaster tone. Really, really cool, unsung Telecaster tone that most companies just focus on either something totally 50s sounding or something modern. So it's cool to see that. Also, they add some modern features to them. Like, for instance, these are reverse wound, reverse polarity, so that you get hum canceling in the middle, which would not have been true on an actual dedicated classic reissue set. So, right, so that's a really cool thing that they do. That, you know, it's not like it doesn't need to be like an exact replica of an old 60s era pickup. It's they're trying to get the tone, but with modern functionality, right? And that's an obvious kind of way to do that. So I am going to link to where you can check these pickups out below. That is not an affiliate link, just goes straight to their website. Let us know what you think. I'm Jack Fossett. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.